ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Where we at? What up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the Strategically Reckless Podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka your favorite foster dad, aka Mr. 710, and we are glad that you are joining us once again. Hey, look, today is going to be a little short show today. It's going to be a little short. Your boy wore out. It's been a long weekend. We're going to get some people on the Facebook side to come in. Some people on the Instagram side to come on in. It'll be time for the people on the YouTube side to come in. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's tuning in via Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, as well as what up DIY, what up Capricorn, what's happening? I want to thank everybody for listening via Instagram Live, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live. You guys are dope. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. On tonight's show, we're going to do since last week, as we always do. What up, Mo? We're going to talk about nicknames as well as road tripping, the DMZ, if I get a chance to get to it. And we also going to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and give a Christmas movie must-watch list at the end of the show. Yeah! Man, I'm excited about this one. Because this weekend, like I said, it was rough. But I learned a lot. Had a good time. Spending time with my family as I always do. But since last week, let me tell y'all what happened. Because it's weird. You know how people kind of throw out these pet nicknames, right? You don't get that extra cover. I say I use my own. Nope. Mo don't use it either. And so I tell you what, this weekend I feel like I almost got hit 3 times. I feel like I almost got hit, like legitimately had to either slam on my brakes or hit the horn at least 3 times on this trip. Now, I'm not one of those people that blow at folks. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on this thing now. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that blow the horn at folks. I don't do all of that madness. Like that's a lot for me. But what I do, like, I grew up being a defensive driver. Like, Pops always told us, like, make sure that you drive for the people around you, not necessarily for yourself. Well, for the people around you and the people in your car, that's who you protect. And so you can't be out here doing reckless stuff behind the wheel. And I understand that. But also, it confuses the hell out of me when I see other people driving like their car doesn't matter at all. Like that astounds me every time that I see it. You see somebody flying past you doing 90 miles an hour, and you looking at them like, I hope it's really an emergency. Because I'm going to see you on the side of the road. I feel like I'm going to see these people on the side of the road, or you're going to mess up traffic later because you're driving like a fool. And I can't afford to be a part of that while I'm in this rental car that I just declined their coverage on. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, I don't only time I blow, he said, ask Miss Mac. I used to blow the horn in response to crazy drivers, but I had to change so I don't get shot. I do understand that because road rage is wild. And people do get crazy like that. But the one thing that I don't want to have happen is, you can't hit me while I'm in this car. I don't know if you got insurance, and I declined the coverage. That's the biggest thing. Like, I declined the coverage. So you can't hit me. I can't allow you to damage this vehicle because my insurance going to look at me. I don't want you to look at me. I want you to look at them. They drive, people without insurance drive like it's bumper cars. Like they got extra lives. Like they going to respawn after this car accident. Come on, man. Let's not do this. But yeah, I almost got hit twice. 3 times. One of them was real bad. Like I said, when I had to lay on the horn, and here's the bad part about the horn. That horn wasn't a damn. That horn didn't work. It was one of those meat horns. Not the purr. I didn't have one of those. Them little Kia horns, y'all. Those little Kia horns so embarrassing. You don't want to hit the lock button twice to make so that you know the alarm is on because the horn's so meager. Meep, meep, meep. I'm always nervous about not having an extra car. Like, I was super nervous. I was on that trip was 542 miles one way. I'm talking about we driving through the mountains and everything. I was super nervous because I just felt like this was going to be the trip that somebody was gone. That's my bad. I was super cautious. Doesn't matter which level of car you get if you purchase that coverage. Because I kind of feel like if I decided to like ball out one day and get one of those, hey, I had to vehicles, I would probably get it. Like if it was like if I rented, I can't see myself renting a Benz or a BMW or nothing like that. But if I did, or if they gave me one, like this is all we got, I'm gonna just go ahead and hit you with this free upgrade. All right, let me go back in and get this coverage before I leave the lot, cause I ain't paying for this one now. I ain't gonna pay for that one. Y'all can have. Yeah, I might be able to cover whatever damage ends up on this Chevy Malibu or this Aveo. I don't wanna mess around. But you know they upcharge on everything anyway. Cause I read the little agreement. You know, they don't even tell you about the gas no more. They just be like, all right, bring it back on full. And if you don't, we'll just go ahead and cover it for our price. Their price was $10.84 for gas. How? Where? They ain't putting rocket fuel in that thing. What gas costs $10.84? Because once you get up to $4, people stop driving. What you're not gonna do is tell me you got to put $10.84 worth of a gallon for some unleaded. Not for the 87. You're not doing that for the 87. That is ridiculous. I would, if there was some. It costs $10.84 to plug in an electric car for a full charge. I understand that, but what you're not gonna do is do that for 87. No, we're not doing that. But I did all that driving to get to a bowling tournament. Like I said, right outside St. Louis. Now, bowling tournament, super dope. Get a chance to spend time with my brother and my dad, and you know some of the other cats that I've been meeting now since I've been more into bowling over these last few years. And like I said, I started out the gate real good. I was feeling real good about myself. Didn't get a lot of sleep the day before, but I don't sleep much the day before big events. It just kind of happens like that because I can't calm my mind down. But I was ready to rock and roll. I had my water. I had my bareback and body, my bowling balls, my shoes that I didn't have on Thursday when I was real thirsty to whoop some ass. But I had them on this. I made sure I brought them for this tournament, and I was ready to rock and roll. Me and my partner, we was ready to do our thing. Saw some people that I remember from last year, had some good conversation, and we out here striking. Bam, 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 magnificent. What's happening? Bam, 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 throwing strikes. And we're going at a pace that's real fast, so I got to drink my water. I'm drinking my water, and I'm not thinking about, damn. When I only bowled 3 games, and I'm drinking my water, by the end of game 3, by the end of game 2 and the beginning of game 3, I usually got to go to the bathroom. Anybody that's been listening for the last year at this tournament, this white dude that was on our pair, I had to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I'm washing my hands, he come in, and he used the bathroom, and he just leaves. Now, I've been bowling, I done bowled 4 games with this dude by the time that this happened, and I had been giving him 5s. Come on, man. You a dude that don't wash your hands. I done gave you 5, and you probably got weenie hands. And so the next time he threw a strike and he reached out to give me 5, I looked at his hand like, and I gave him a fist bump, but I gave him a fist bump up here by his bicep. And I believe he was offended. Actually, I know he was offended because he had thrown a couple more strikes and didn't reach his hand out no more. And I'm like, hey, that's fine. You're the one with dick hands, not me. I wash my hands. You can't be mad at me because I don't want to give you 5 and you didn't wash your hands. But if you want to make a scene, I could talk about it out loud, that's fine. And then everybody go look at you like, you got the problem, not me. You dirty, not me. I don't want to be dirty with you. I'm not the bathroom police, but when I see you go to the bathroom and then you don't wash your hands, mental note, you're dirty. I know why people don't do it while they're bowling, because the ball feels different in your hands. Balls. But at the same time, you still gotta wash your hands. You gotta use your other hands while you're holding your jammy. However it is that you gotta get it done. And you wash the other hand. But what we're not gonna do is, you're not gonna just keep getting 5s. No. And so this year, I done drank way more water than I did last year. I'm chugging water. I'm in the bathroom. He walks in. I'm at the sink. And we make eye contact. And at that point, I knew that he knew that I remembered that he didn't wash his hands. And then he got weenie fingers. Nah, dog. We wasn't bowling together. He didn't speak to me at all. His partner did. His teammate spoke. But he didn't speak to me because he knew that I knew that he don't wash his hands when he rolls. Hey, I'm not going to give you 5. I ain't got to speak to you. It's fine. Long as you know why. I'm not speaking to you. As long as you know why. And you're honest about, hey, I'm not speaking to this dude because I didn't wash my hands. That's a valid reason for me. That's cool. That's cool for me. But yeah, needless to say, me and my teammate, we didn't qualify. We was not even close. But it's all right. It was still a good experience. I bowled well some games. I had a couple catastrophic games that took away from the entirety of it. But outside of those couple of catastrophic games, I had a couple monsters in there too that I was really proud of. And while I was on camera, your boy was showing out. I was striking like the rent was due. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep y'all too long today. Holiday doubles. They had a lot of people had on Christmas themed shirts and stuff like that, and the bar was jumping. What I will tell y'all with the Christmas theme, it is Christmas party season for your jobs and whatnot. Like the little friends get-togethers, is all right. With your job, let me tell y'all this right now. I'm only gonna give out a short disclaimer on this. Hey, your corporate Christmas party is not the time to shoot your shot with the girl that you've been looking at over the last 8 months you've been working. It's not the time to indulge in all your favorite drinks. You will be judged. People be getting fired over getting too loose at Christmas parties. You have been warned. You've been warned. They don't like all that. Christmas party, you show up, you show your face. Hey, I'm here. I showed up. If you gotta bring a gift, it ain't gotta be a $2 gift, but it ain't gotta be a $30 gift. Get your gifts accordingly. Everybody know Dollar Tree gifts when they see one. I promise. I promise. hey, look, this is kind of how it go. And if you're doing a little Secret Santa joint, just keep your comments about your gifts until you get to the house. Because you never really know who actually bought those gifts. And you out here roasting the gift and your boss purchased it. Yeah, all right, you out. More reasons to succeed. What's happening, brother? But look, I was going, like back, let me see, about a few months ago, I was doing a weekly segment of Korea stories. And this weekend we were talking about Korea and stuff like that. And one of the stories that remains fine, just based on, like I started thinking about stuff, and last night, Chiefs game, this dude was in the neutral zone, and it ended up costing Kansas City the game. And that neutral zone infraction made me think about when I was in Korea. We took a trip to the DMZ, and it's the demilitarized zone, that space between North and South Korea. And while I was there right before Kim Jong-un died. Like his son is in power now, but the dad, who was extra reckless, Fan was still alive at that time while we were there. Now, the DMZ, like I done been to plenty of, I done been to the south side of Chicago looking for a girl's house and riding around the block multiple times, which is a super no-no depending on where you are. It's a super no-no to ride around the block a couple times in Chicago and slow on top of that, because you can't see. And this was before the time in which GPS was a thing. You had MapQuest. You ain't had nothing on your phone to be like, hey, stop right here, because you have made it. I had to leave that area, go somewhere and make a phone call and be like, hey, I need you to turn on some lights so I can see. That was a scary moment. I've had some scary moments out in Japan in the waters while we were trying to, while we took that ferry and hit a storm. Never once have I had a moment in which, like, we took this trip to the DMZ, and before we got off the bus, there was these roadblocks staggered on this street that our bus had to go zigzag in and out. There was no driving straight through there, because you wasn't just gonna plow through this situation. At these roadblocks. And then they stopped the bus. There were 3 dudes outside this bus, all military. One that was dressed in the U.S. military clothes, uniform. One that was dressed in the Korean military uniform. And there was a person in all black. Dude looked like all black, like Snake Eyes and G.I. Joe. All black. You couldn't see his face. He had the shield on, helmet on, everything. They got on the bus, checked all of our passports. They got on the bus with that monster rifle, that monster automatic rifle. They checked our passports, passed them back. Boom, you can proceed. I'm looking like, what are they gonna do at this point? Like, they just looking at them. They gonna snatch somebody off the bus, and we were given strict instructions: do not stray away from us. Do not stray away from the group. Don't walk off into no paths. Don't walk off into the woods. You stay on the sidewalks only. There are some orange flags out here. Those orange flags will let you know that there is potentially a live landmine out here somewhere. You're welcome. They buried a whole bunch of them out there. You see like little orange flags just planted all over this place. Because there could potentially be some live landmines. You know, I was walking 1 foot in front of the other on this damn sidewalk. You was not gonna catch me. What up, E? What's up, Just Jazzy B? You was not gonna catch me walking off this little path on this sidewalk. They took us into this little amphitheater. We watched this movie about the history of the demilitarized zone, and they was talking about how North Korea was digging tunnels into Seoul, which was crazy all to begin with, but not overly surprising. And then they took us down, and part of the tour was to go into one of these tunnels. Now, the stereotype, the Asian stereotype, is that they are all short. They're not all short, but a lot of them are short. They weren't all getting tall back at that time. At that time, like, people in general were shorter. So we go down, and we're walking down this ramp. And it's about a 6 to 7 minute walk on an incline down this ramp. So we're just going down, 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 and down. We finally get to the bottom, and you feel like you've been walking forever. This is where they dug. And now you get to the bottom, and you get to the bottom of the tunnel, and at this tunnel, the tunnel is only about 4.5 to 5 feet tall in certain places. Now they're like, yeah, so you got to go that way. Now that you're down here, you got to go that way. I'm 6'2". 5 feet ain't gonna work. I can't stand up straight. So now I'm crouched down. And they had some places where they had dug out a little bit more. But they was like, if you need to stretch your back out, you need to get down on your knees and just, stretch out. Other than that, you gotta wait till you get back to the big part. So yeah, we're crouching and we walking and we crouching and we walking. Yo, when I tell you it was just wild to think about that. There was some people who dug this tunnel, and I felt like we were probably about 300 or 400 feet under the ground, based on how long we walked downward. And we're just walking, and we get to this door. Now this door, they tell you cannot open this door. You don't touch this door. There was a door. Inside this door, there were barbed wires going across the middle. You can't really see behind the wall, but it's a room. And it's a room, barbed wire. On the other side, it looked to be a dude sitting in a chair with the rifle, and then another door going to the other way. Come on, man. That was at that door. That was where, if you went to the other side of that room, and the room was only about less than 10 feet wide. On the other side of that door was North Korea. North Korea. Oh, hell no. You're not going to get me snatched up. I'm not touching that door. By the time I got back out, they let us go up to this platform where you can look out over like the area that you just walked under. Now, on that box, in this little platform, they had a box that you could go in where you could not take your phone past. If you did, they were going to take it. You couldn't take pictures past that point because they did not want you taking pictures of North Korea. Yo. Listen, when I tell you, I just knew somebody, because it's always somebody who was gonna try it. I was surprised that nobody tried it. But when you start talking about, like, this is the same dude who was like, my soccer team. So I was there in 2010. They had the World Cup. The U.S. women played against the North Korean women's soccer team. This is 2010. And the women's soccer team beat the brakes off of them. And they were like, Kim Jong got on the in the newspaper and was like, hey, my team, my whole team got struck by lightning. That's why they lost. Yeah, you can look this up. This is real. North Korean women's soccer team all struck by lightning. That's why they lost. Come on, man. That ain't why they lost. Like, there was no way. Like, every time we got a warning about be careful because you could get snatched and taken into North Korea. Hey, he was cool with Dennis Rodman. He wasn't gonna just be cool with anybody. I couldn't take that chance. When your whole team gets struck by lightning, that's the excuse you're gonna use. No, you can't take that chance. When he died, my teachers, my co-teachers came in there and they were like, hey, you know, if you see all of these people on TV that's crying, that's not real. What? Yeah, everybody over there that they put on camera had to, if you didn't cry, you were going to jail. Or worse, if you did not cry. When they put that camera in front of your face. So you had to be extra sad when they asked you about Kim Jong daddy. Yeah. Listen, when I tell you that whole situation was crazy, just thinking about how, like, it was this being a get down, and they was like, oh, well, his son gonna take power, but don't get excited. You're a little bit smarter than him, but he just as crazy. Yikes. Yeah. Like, all of that, like that whole thing, like, I was glad that I went, but at the same time, like, it was mad scary. And it take a lot. Like, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like, you don't want to go to places where you get too many warnings. Like, when you get too many warnings, then you start thinking about, like, hey, should I really be here? Am I gonna be safer because I'm black and they probably not gonna think they're gonna get a lot of ransom money for me? Or just because I'm American? I had to lie. I had to try to figure something out. I had to go use one of the accents or something. I try to figure out an accent for a poor country so that I'm not gonna be. You're not gonna raffle me back. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Yes, I am Dr. Sid Malazibo. That's what that's Roy Wood Jr. I listened to a whole bunch of those prank phone calls. Hello. Yes, ma'am. No, I am not the American. No, sir. No, I do not speak. I gotta figure it out. Now I'll probably get killed for lying, but you gotta try something. You gotta try it. It's crazy. You just gotta try it. You gotta get away. Look, kidnapping me would just be practice. That's all. They not gonna break the bank or trade for me like they did Brittany Griner. That ain't happening. That ain't happening at all. But look, before I get out of here, like I said, I done had a rough few days, yo. Rough few days. So like I said, I wasn't gonna keep y'all too long. But last week we did a Christmas song tournament. And this week, no tournament today. What we are gonna do is I wanna know what Christmas movie do you watch every year? Is there a Christmas movie that you watch every year, or are you just waiting on new Christmas stuff to come out? Because I will watch. You know, TBS had A Christmas Story on like every day, all day. Like they got rid of all their programming, and The Christmas Story was on from the time you got up. It was on like Sports Center be on ESPN. Like Sports Center used to be on. They would run episode reruns from 6 a.m. to 12 o'clock. It was just Sports Center, Sports Center, Sports Center, Sports Center. TBS used to do The Christmas Story like that. And so that was one of the movies that I would watch every Christmas. Because it was all about Ralphie getting that Red Ryder BB gun. I don't know what it was like for the other young boys around my age group, but when you saw that leg lamp with them fishnets, I wasn't saying buddies was out here pitching tents, but it was like, yeah, I don't know, would that be nice to have in your room? But A Christmas Story, great movie to watch every year. I don't know if I'll let the girls watch it, because Ralph will be out here cussing. We also used to watch, well, actually, when Bad Santa came out, Bad Santa was by far, it had overtaken A Christmas Story as one of my favorite Christmas movies ever. Billy Bob Thornton should have got he's the MVP of horrible Santa Claus. Like, dude is in the horrible Santa Claus Hall of Fame. That's still, to this day, I put that movie on, I watch it like I ain't never seen it before. They should be ashamed that they named that boy Thurman Merman. They should be ashamed of that. Thurman damn Merman. Come on, man, let's not do that. Friday at the Next, I don't know if it was necessarily meant to be put in that Christmas movie category, but since they framed it around Christmas, and it makes the cut. It makes the cut for the must watches. On TikTok, they just had some outtakes between Craig and Day Day and Miss Pearly, and they interaction when she came up there talking about the rent money. That is hilarious. Their outtakes about that part is funny as hell to me. Even the stuff that they kept in the movie was funny. And why she needed to have a mustache is beyond my train of thought. Like, I don't understand. It's beyond my realm of understanding. And why she had to tell Craig Daddy, yuck. Sweet Willie. You know what? Another underrated Christmas movie. Preacher's Wife. I think I'm definitely gonna watch that this year. I'm gonna put that on the playlist to watch this year. So I got A Christmas Story as a Christmas movie must watch just one time, not on repeat like on TBS. Friday at the Next, Bad Santa, Preacher's Wife. We're going to get that on there. Shout out to Whitney Houston. You know, it's a wonderful movie. And there's some honorable mentions. Gremlins is on the honorable mention. Trading Places. It's going to be on the honorable mention list. As well as Home Alone. Home Alone was just brought to my attention. And some of those movies are old enough in a way that you can see the difference. And like, damn. Like my wife was just talking about how Macaulay Culkin went to the store with $20 and came back with a multiple bags of stuff. But then you take that same $20 to the store today, you can get 2 Snickers and some dishwashing detergent, and it's over with. You ain't getting nothing else. If you get a frozen pizza that's not Totino's, so you're not gonna eat for a few days while your family abandon you. Child Protective Services should have been called. You get left with $20. You out here trying to order a pizza. That ain't gonna happen. Look, you can order a pizza from Little C, you get you a hot and ready, and it's still gonna eat up most of that money. It's over with. But look, good people, man, I had a wonderful weekend. Look, Christmas is on its way. I hope y'all, if y'all done y'all Christmas shopping yet, or y'all gonna wait till the last minute like me? I'm out here cranking out shirts. I got the Leroy Jetson up. I got the Stay Golden Bitches shirt up and hoodies up. I got the Proud Member of the Naughty List. I just cranked one of them out. I'm about to post all of those all over again. I also got a Naughty Night, so I tried kinda. It's about to drop this week. Hey, y'all need y'all Christmas shirts and y'all need them joints ordered. Y'all go ahead and get y'all orders in early. If I gotta ship them, I can get them out. But listen, Christmas time delays that shipping time by at least a day and a half, maybe more. Especially the closer you get, they don't even guarantee it no more. They say if you want something to get where it's going before Christmas, it probably got to be sent on the 17th. So, good people, whatever you're looking for, if you got some custom Christmas shirts, I'm working on some right now. Holla at your boy, www.the710printshop.com. That's www.theprintshop.com. And until next time, good people, y'all stay safe out in these streets. I'm out. Y'all be safe.